A little boy in the spirit world once showed me his teddy bear. He made a point of it. He kept drawing my attention to this fluffy, soft bear. And he made me aware that the teddy used to sit on his bed, but that recently his mother had taken the teddy out of his bedroom and put it on her bed. Now, this had happened post his passing. How could he have known that if he was dead? A mother sat in front of me and I was shown her ashes. I was also shown 3 children. And I was shown that her ashes had been split up into 3 portions and that she had been separated 3 ways. And that she found this quite amusing because, in essence, she was now existing in 3 different places at once. Now, that happened post her passing. How could she know that if she was dead? A father in the spirit world spoke to me about his classic car being sold. He loved this car, and unfortunately there was no one who was going to make benefit of it, so the family had decided it was best to sell it. He was even able to give me the ballpark figure in which the amount of money that the car had gone for. He was that close to that car. Now, he wasn't upset the car had been sold. He was celebrating the fact the car had been sold because he was letting me know it was no longer of use. And if the family could benefit from the money, then he was more than happy to be able to still be able to provide for his family from the other side of life. Now, how could he have known that car had been sold if he was dead? A grandfather showed me his granddaughter with a Red Cross, and he let me know that she'd just passed her exams in the medical profession. Now, he'd passed to spirit when she was little, around the age of 4 or 5. How could he have known then that as she'd grown into her early 20s, she had passed her medical examinations and was now going on to become a doctor? How could he have known that if he was dead? You know, these aren't guesses. These aren't fishing exercises. These are events that happened after a person died. Verifiable facts that are repeated, and I see them over and over again. For 30 years, I've witnessed information like this pass through my own consciousness. Details I could not know that the sitter had not shared and that had happened after the physical death of a loved one. Can I put this in a laboratory and repeat this on demand? No, of course not. But the phenomena repeats in my work, and it repeats continuously, consistently, and intelligently. Highly intelligently. It blows my mind, the intelligence of the spirit dimensions. So at some point, repetition becomes evidence of pattern. We know from physics that energy cannot be destroyed, it just changes form. And if we are fundamentally energy, if we are consciousness having a human experience, then why would consciousness simply cease? It doesn't make sense to me. What I experience every week suggests it doesn't, in fact. I experience people in their non-physical form, not as ghosts or something frightening, but as organised, intelligent fields of awareness, soul, personality, memory, and love. My work isn't about just providing evidence of survival. There is a whole lot more to it. And it's about definitely understanding that the soul and life is much more than it seems. I help people who are grieving, people who are destabilised by loss, people who are trying to make sense of suffering, not just those who've lost loved ones, but those who have lost love in their life, maybe through soul connection, or maybe they've been destabilised by great change in their life, pain and suffering, or events that throw them for 6. Maybe you're just seeking more information at a spiritual, deeper level. Through the soul perspective, I help people find clarity where there was confusion, stability where there's fear, meaning where there's pain, and connection that doesn't end with a funeral. After 30 years, I don't believe in survival of consciousness because I want to. I trust it because I've witnessed it over and over and over again. And when, like me, you begin to see life from the soul perspective, everything changes within you. You realise love isn't temporary, and neither are you.